Dark Horse Comics and Mike Mignola brought Hellboy to the world, and then in 2004, Guillermo del Toro decided, let's make a movie about this cool character, and that's exactly what we got. And it stars Ron Perlman in a defining role. He's played lots of interesting characters, but I think Hellboy is the one that most people associate him with. It also starred John Hurt as his father, Selma Blair as Liz Sherman. Abe Sapien was played by Doug Jones. A cast of weird-looking characters, but a really remarkable film.
Come on, champ. Let's go fight some monsters.
Well, you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of comic book movies in the world, but I did sit down to Hellboy, and I had a heck of a time with this movie, and I think the key is, of course, Ron Perlman's portrayal of Hellboy. I didn't know anything about this character going in there.
Right.
I like the origin story at the start of this movie. It starts out in World War II. He teases him out of a corner with a little Baby Ruth candy bar.
Yeah.
He's not really a Hellboy anymore. He's kind of a Hellman after that, but they stick with the name Hellboy, and he is obsessed with two things. Cats and cigars.
Yes.
I can't think of another movie that Ron Perlman has been the lead in.
Yeah.
And this was really a chance for me to get to know him as an actor and to see some of the things that he can do. I mean, he's a weird-looking dude to begin with.
What you looking at, John?
And then they make him even weirder with all the Hellboy. I can't even imagine anybody else.
Giant horns that they cut off.
Yeah, who else could play this character?
No, he's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, the analogy is, of course, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I think that is perfect casting. It's great symmetry. He looks like kind of a demonic creation, and then they embellish that with all of this fantastic makeup. And Guillermo del Toro is the master at creating lots of cool little creations and characters. I think Doug Jones brought Abe Sapien to life in a wonderful way as well. This aquatic creature with gills on his side, and Liz Sherman and her fire breathing and fire crafting abilities. They are all part of this team called the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. Jeffrey Tambor is sort of this FBI agent that's sort of brought in to help these guys go fight paranormal crime, I guess. They kind of become like the Ghostbusters or the Men in Black or something like that. And they do face off against some really grotesque and squishy and gooey, huge monsters and stuff. But that's not the interesting part here.
I can't even remember who they fight in this movie.
It's the character stuff, right?
I'm on your side.
Sure. What really grounds this whole experience is the love between Hellboy and Liz Sherman, because he pines for her in this very real way that I could relate to, and he waits outside of her house at one point, and we've all been there before. So that's key to the movie being awesome. And the other key here is this is my introduction to Guillermo del Toro. I'd never met this guy before. I'd never seen any of his movies. And he creates this world that I just wanted to be in. I love the tank that Abe Sapien's in. I love the libraries at the Bureau that they all live in. I mean, they are they're like a more appealing version of the X-Men for me. I really loved all the characters in this movie.
They're
I love this world.
They're even more dysfunctional than the X-Men.
They're all
something.
screwed up, for sure.
And you know what? There's an authenticity, there's a geek badge of honor to the way that Del Toro really honors all of Mignola's work. Mike Mignola's artwork in the comics is very minimalist. It's not over-rich with lots and lots of detail and lots of different stuff. And the detail that's there is character-driven. It's really about contortions and faces and flames erupting right behind characters and stuff. Really stark, lots of black against other colors used. And that's kind of portrayed in the film. It's not overly lit, it's not comic booky. There's kind of a monster movie kind of sensibility about it all, and it's just confection on screen, you know? Like, you really just dig into this and really enjoy this movie.
Hey, hey, hey. They're playing our song.